Hey everybody, welcome to High Level Games Presents The Enemy Within. We are finally getting to the Enemy Within. Um, and unfortunately, Jamie is no longer going to be joining us. Life gets in the way, unfortunately. And Ben, for those of you who are familiar with the American insurance industry, works in that field, so they're nuts this time of year. Um, but we're going to go ahead and get started anyways. Um, we're going to start with where we left off. If somebody wants to give us a recap.
A recap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What did we all accomplish? So we ended up back in Uberstrike.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Um, we had a lot of drama over trying to get paid. The gold had gotten stolen. We had to track it down. Um, Davros came up with new and interesting geopolitical theories. Um, and we pooled money to buy a bow and some arrows, which was super exciting. Um, we got back the chest, but there was far less gold than we were led to believe in it. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff.
Because the dwarf that stole the chest spent all the gold paying down family debts.
That's right. That's right. Um, was there other stuff that we accomplished? I know that we split into two groups and like staked out some places, and there was a big confrontation that I wasn't personally involved in, but was really fun.
We also survived the battle, right? We started with the end of the battle.
Yes,
Well, that's a good point.
with the basilisk, and everybody ran
Yes.
away.
Yes, we bravely and heroically ran for our lives. But we went back later and killed the basilisk?
As part of downtime, yes.
Yeah. Downtime killing.
Maybe we should talk about what we did during our downtimes.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to earn income with my downtime. And so my guess is that means that Davros fell back on their ongoing smuggling of high-end dwarven spirits through Uberstrike on their way to Bretonia.
Okay. Gert did some combat training so he could get himself a reroll, which I think I need to test for before the game begins.
Okay.
During the next adventure. He also helped fight the Basilisk. He'll earn an income off that. And finally, he reached out to the Church of Sigmar for further assignments.
Did you get one?
We'll see. First, I believe I got to roll a melee test. Let me check the book.
Yeah, it is a. I don't know if it's plus 20 plus 0, but there's a test involved.
I want to say it's plus 20, but
plus
it's just
0.
base. All right. Melee basic, right?
Yes. I just realized I don't have the Enemy Within Companion downloaded.
And I succeed, so I gave myself a reroll.
Nice.
So Vragny he's learned a lot about investigation, and he spent some time establishing new contacts and building up his standing, and is now, instead of a rank 1 investigator, aka a sleuth, he is now a rank 2 investigator, aka an investigator. So he spent a fair amount of time, handling all of that action, which is a lot because he's now in a different position in society as a result. He also reached out to the Stieglers to try to establish friendly relations with them, since things could have gone better on that on this recent job, but he did his best. And then he joined everybody else in the monster hunt we did at the end of last.
Yep. been, like I said, it's the busiest time of year for his industry, so he did not get around to doing his stuff. Life happens. So we'll worry about what he did next time we see him. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and wrap up what Gert really learns from reaching out to the church is that at the moment, there's not too much they require of him. But they do have some larger concerns about some growing tensions with the cult of Ulrich. So that is something that they just kind of put in his ear a little bit. But while you guys are in Ubersreich, let's see. Let's do a little roll to discover who. So 3. So Vragny, while you're out about getting your investigator's license and what have you, you find a poster.
A poster?
Piques your interest.
I'm able to read, so what does it say?
Let's see. If you go to your journal.
Alright, let's open up my journal here.
It's not there yet. Alright, you will see a new folder that says EITS. And in that folder you will find a poster.
Look at this. Bold adventurer. Looks like a promising job opportunity. Perhaps I will reach out to people who I've worked with before, like good old Asawing, Gert, and Davros.
Yeah.
It seems like it could be profitable as a joint expedition, and I know some people who would appreciate that.
Yeah, so what the poster says for and I'm going to share this with everybody in a little bit. It says, "Wanted bold adventurers, His Excellency, the Crown Prince Herregard von Tassenik of the Grand Principality of Ostland, hereby gives notice that he is currently resident in Altdorf and wishes to engage the services of a party of skilled adventurers. Employment is to begin as soon as possible for an indefinite period. Would-be applicants are forewarned that they shall be required to undertake a most perilous mission into unexplored regions of the Grey Mountains. The matter is of the most delicacy and absolute discretion is required." All players observer update. There we go. So everybody can see it now. Remuneration is negotiable depending on experience, but a minimum of 8 shillings per person per day is guaranteed, in addition to a generous bonus on completion of the mission. Oh, there is one thing, though. No laggards, cowards, or dwarfs need apply.
Or dwarfs?
That might just be enough to piss you off to go give him what for.
I gotta go have a word with this Crown Prince Wizard.
Okay, wait, so this, though, is too racist. But the whole no elves need apply to the bar you were at last week. That's just the way the world works.
Yeah, that's not racism. I mean, you know how elves.
It's a cultural thing. It's not a race thing.
Yeah, no. I like Acewing. I have friends who are elves.
Oh my goodness.
You know how elves are.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna go give this Crown Prince Hergerd a piece of my mind, and I think it could be profitable for you, Davros, and for you, Gert.
Yes, I just suppose I might. I'm willing to participate.
Okay. And Asa Wing will also be joining you. The promise of what in his mind is probably dwarfen money is probably pretty humorous, is my guess as to how Asa Wing would approach that. So, next question. How are you guys going to get to Altdorf?
Getting to Altdorf,
Mm-hmm. While I'm thinking about it.
Do we have a map of the world? I have no concept where this place is.
Yeah, I'm going.
How far away is it?
I'm going to...
It's the capital of the empire and a neighboring province to the north.
It's in the same province.
Is it the same province?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're in
You're in the right line. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So can we like book passage on a barge?
I'm going to... where's my map? I'm adding a map real quickly. There we go. Curate. Nope. Stop. Okay, so right click map. Of course, because it's a PDF, I won't load. Let me get you all a link real quickly. Or somebody could provide a link because I have to keep Discord full screen.
See if I can find it.
But it is to the north. It is... shoot. There we go. It is a ways off. It'll take you a while to get there. So you guys are... Uberstrike is there. There's a series of roads and canals and stuff that could get you there.
Would it be something we could do on just a barge, or would we have to go on foot as well?
You can make a... You could probably do mostly barge. If you wanted to.
So what would it cost us to get there?
That's a good question.
Because, like, if it's just going to cost us more money to get there to take the job, then it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like a pretty well-paying job, but still.
8 shillings a day is a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's a good rate of pay.
Yeah, I'm pulling up travel rates right now. Let's see. I'm checking in 2 different places. So, actually, that didn't get errata, so I'll just look it up in the book itself. So, a barge is 5 pennies per mile. A coach on the inside is 2 pennies per mile, and on the outside 1 penny per mile.
How many miles are we talking?
A bunch. You might be able to might also be able to reduce the cost if you are hired as part of on the coach or barge as needed.
I don't know about you, but the last barge experience has me wanting for a more wheeled approach.
That's expensive as hell, though.
It's the least expensive way to do it.
Barges are more expensive, and
Was it more expensive? I thought it was 3 pennies a mile for a coach.
Coach
2.
is 2 or 1, depending on whether you're inside or outside the coach.
Oh, I see.
And the barge is 5
But
or
how
2.
many miles are we talking?
You guys are talking... Let's see.
Because it's all well and good if we can get 10 miles away out of our 150-mile trip.
Let's see, from Uberstrike, see, that'd be that way through Grunberg would probably be the fastest way. So we'll say that's probably... that would probably be on... Purely by coach, it'd probably be about 150 miles. So...
That is not something I can afford.
We may just have to walk and make our living along the way, or hire ourselves out to a caravan or coaching company to get the travel for free. Both of which would not be very costly and would allow us to arrive there and not have to spend money.
Perhaps
I mean,
we'll
I'm
work
open to
experience.
anything, but we definitely have to find a very economical way of travel.
So Ragni at this point reaches into his pockets and realizes he has 4 shillings and a penny. I have to agree with your assessment on this one, Davros.
And who knows, maybe a bit of extra work experience might help us in the long run.
Yep. So, okay. So that sounds to me like the plan is to go to a coaching or cargo company of some type that is shipping in that direction and seeing if we can get hired on for a one-way journey there. And hope against hope that when we get there, someone else hasn't taken this job from us.
Sounds like they need a lot of people, even if some people have taken it. I'm sure they can accommodate a couple more. I like the way you're thinking about this, Davros.
Right. Now, you read this notice to us, right?
Yes, I read that aloud for those of us who don't have letters.
So, what are we going to do about the fact that they're not interested in having you there?
I'll take care of that for myself. I'll give them a piece of my mind. But you're not.
We can talk about that on the way, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that sounds great. So let's go to the market district then, or let's see. The Marktplatz, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Merchant Quarter, one of the two. But I'm guessing the Marktplatz. It looks like there's a great big town square type area. I'm guessing there's kind of a bazaar or a like an agora type marketplace there. So guaranteed there's business happening.
I'm sure there's someone looking for a strong sword arm, if nothing else.
Yeah. And if not there, let's go down to the docks after that. Sounds like a plan?
Sounds good,
Yeah.
Davros.
Another suggestion might be maybe we can talk to our new noble friends, see if they might be interested in hiring us once again, maybe more professionally.
I have reached out to the Stieglers in the past couple of weeks. I can try to talk to them and see how that works out as well.
I'm open to all options, I guess, to our location.
So why don't we split up? You and Gert? No, wait. You and what was his name?
Acewing.
Acewing? Not Air at all. Okay,
You're
why don't you
way
and
off,
Acewing you and Acewing head down and talk to our new friends, and myself and Gert will go down to the marketplace and see if we can manage something, and then we'll meet back here. We meet back here in a couple of hours and decide what to do.
Sounds good, but how about you go with Acewing?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go with Gert.
Okay.
No offense.
Why?
I'm feeling touched, everyone. Thank you.
You know, I just think it's time to change your dance partners a bit. Last time I went with Acewing. This time you have to go with Acewing. Or get to go with Acewing. Get to go with Acewing. I'm sorry.
All right, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
Gert
it's
didn't
good.
seem very receptive to my conversation, so
Maybe Acewing would like to hear about your ideas.
yeah, I've got all kinds of new ones. So,
I think
I'm gonna turn to Asa and I'm gonna say to him, I'm sorry I'm the favorite here.
I think it's pretty freaking clear that Davros is the favorite.
Oh god, I love you guys.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
So who am I following?
Come with me, Gert. I feel like I haven't had a chance to get to know you that well since that whole incident out in the swamps.
I'll say to him in Kazlet, oh, well, please lead the way then.
Not bad for an Ungi. It's just across this river here.
It's All right. Actually, both places would be on the south side of the river.
Oh, it's not across this river at all.
So
Well, just so you know, that's 1 today.
Oh, 0. We didn't have to cross the river at all, so we're in a good spot.
Okay.
so, we'll start with you guys. The Steelers are skeptical of you, even though you've mostly made amends for what happened last time, and they're thankful that you helped.
Made amends.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You guys recovered the money, and gave it back to them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
They should be thrilled to see Ragdi, person who gets their money back after they fuck up.
That's
Or
right.
screw up. I'm sorry. I didn't realize there's Oogie here.
It's okay. We're gonna cuss here. I don't. I dropped.
No,
that.
I wasn't apologizing to the audience. I was apologizing to poor Gert. I know Oogie are fragile, and I have to be careful around them. Present included, of course.
So right now they're getting ready to send a caravan off, but it'll probably be a few days before it can leave. They would have use regards though.
Okay. Well, we're very interested in this. I appreciate you taking some time to meet with me, Johanna Stiegler, but I'm going to meet up with my friends, and we'll let you know.
Okay. So Davros, there are different coaching companies here in town. A few of them have multiple coaches leaving at regular intervals. So they'll have, you might be able to get signed up and all papers agreed to and leave first thing in the morning.
Okay. I'm going to approach a few of them and kind of explain what I'm offering, explain our needs, and try to negotiate passage and hopefully some pay.
So for the trip to Altdorf, they'd be willing to give you 10 shillings apiece, plus pay for your lodgings along the way, food and lodgings.
Food and lodgings, 10 shillings apiece. Can I try to negotiate that up?
Yes, you may. You may make a haggle roll.
Haggle roll.
It's a plus 0.
Success. Plus 3.
All right, so you would be able to negotiate it up to about 15 shillings apiece.
Brilliant. Brilliant. What's the name of this company?
So the company you guys will be working for is Castle Rock Coaches.
Castle Rock Coaches. All right. Do they have an entertainment division?
They do not.
No.
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 Well, I can always get entertainment watching Davros try to fight. I'm not even there. Never mind that.
Okay. So I'm just assuming that the coach that we're on is known as the Green Mile.
So
I'm just worried there's going to be a lot of misery along the way. But going to Altdorf is on my bucket list.
thanks for the movie references.
Castle Rock Entertainment makes all these movies.
Oh, I didn't know that. that didn't click.
No? All right.
Okay.
Davros thinks they're very funny, and so does Quinn.
Okay. So, if you guys want to leave first thing in the morning, we can get going. For 15 shillings a day.
Okay, so when I get back, I explain to them 15 shillings a piece, room or food and lodging on the way, and mostly protection work. and some light labor, maybe.
What kind of folks did this company seem like to you? Trustworthy?
Entertaining.
Entertaining. Well, the last time we got signed on as protection for an expedition, I would say the people who hired us were less than trustworthy. So I was wondering if you had any, intuition on that.
Do I have an intuition on that?
Make a +0 intelligence test for me.
So some
Okay.
intuition is there.
Not intuition?
No, for now we'll stick with intelligence. And anybody with Laura Reichland can make a +20 test on this.
Marginal success?
Okay. So you've heard of the company before. Normally they're based out of Mindenheim, but it seems like they're trying to move their operations further. No, it's Castle Rock Coaches. But it seems like they're moving their operations further south. They're pretty well established. They're a major competition with another line called the Four Seasons Coaches. Yeah, they're a reputable company.
Good enough for me. I'll go tell Stiegler that we've decided to go with somebody who can leave sooner and thank her for her consideration and so on.
Great.
Davros and the Terrific 3.
Yeah. Castle Rock Coach is now featuring Davros and the Terrific 3. That's our name.
All right. So the next morning, it's we're getting into autumn at this point. It's you guys set off. The first 2 days are. First day is pretty boring, nothing significant. Second day, about 2 hours away from your next coaching in, the coach's wheel breaks.
By Grimney's beard. This Umgat construction has failed us.
So at the moment, you guys are currently coachless.
They don't have any spares, or
They're working on repairing it, but at the moment, it looks like it's between it's autumn, it's starting to get a little bit muddy. It's taking a while. They tell you if you want to go ahead, you feel free to.
you don't want our protection here?
They've got a few guards, and they just want you guys to let the inn up ahead know that they're coming and to be ready for them.
Alright,
Great.
we can go ahead and book the rooms.
My guess, yeah, okay.
What say you, Gert?
I think we should potentially stay with them, but if they're okay with us going ahead and they have enough guards here, then let us do so.
I'm sure by the time they arrive, they're going to want to settle down and not have to deal with all the hustle of checking in, so...
Right after you, then.
Hopefully easier.
Keep an eye out on these roads anyway.
Yeah, we should be okay. I don't think anyone's going to bother us.
So, what would be an hour or two on coach takes about 3 or 4 on foot. So it's going to take a bit longer. And by the time you get to this next coaching in, it's getting dark. Or it's getting to be about early evening, excuse me. And as you guys are about to enter into the coaching in, you see another coach barreling out of the inn, and it is coming bearing down straight towards you.
Oh, I'm getting out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody who's jumping out of the way, please make me a +20 dodge test.
Right.
Impressive failure.
Marginal success. Impressive failure. Oh,
I'm
is that a
gonna
coach?
reroll that.
I too will use the fortune point to re-roll this impressive failure. Success.
Okay, so
Success.
this inn, the guard up top is yelling at you guys. The driver isn't slowing down, and it's just barreling straight down at you guys. You realize pretty quickly it's not going to stop for you. So, I need to make a roll for a swing.
He's an elf. He should have like a pretty high dodge.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. You guys managed to dart out the way, and as you look past, you see the sign of the Four Seasons Coaching Company on the side.
Glad we didn't go with those guys.
When you walk into the coaching house, the first thing you notice is there's another coach already there. This one bears the livery of the ratchet lines. It's essentially a wheel. Is the logo. Nobody here has trade carpentry. I can almost guarantee that. Everybody else make a perception test. It's a +0 perception test.
Challenging perception.
Failure.
Success.
Impressive success.
So Davros, this looks like a coach that it looks very nice, and you know that ratchet lines, they're known for being the preferred line of the nobility. Everybody else notices it's old, it's rickety. If you just a little bit of looking past the fresh paint and all that stuff, it's starting to rot and it's not looking so great. But you guys step into the bar room. In the bar room, you see a bunch of different people sitting around. One of whom it seems to be a very finely dressed young lady. She has two other women with her. One is tall and super heavily built. The other small, kind of mousy. You see a gentleman with a book sitting to himself. You also see this attractive gentleman with a... let me see. I didn't have time to throw pictures up to show y'all. But... Please, PDF, move. He's got a longish hair. He's got mustache, a little bit of a goatee. He's an attractive person. He's sitting alone by himself. But he does have a deck of cards next to him. There's also the barkeep and a few helping hands in the bar, including a crow or a raven that sits behind the bar.
A raven, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Ragni could go for a game of chance or some card playing. So he'll sit down with the goateed card fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Tough time on the road, he says. Actually, somebody's gotta set aside these rooms, right? That sounds like Davros' job. Ragni's gonna go sit down and play some cards.
Yeah, I'll definitely go up and start to let them know that the coach is delayed and we're the forward party and that sort of stuff.
So they would have given you enough money to cover common rooms for everybody working. And they would have, or for you guys in the other guard, and enough to get private rooms for the drivers and for the passengers.
So like a single common room for all the workers and then
Yeah,
private rooms for everybody
so the
else.
common room is the room without rooms. So you just
Yeah.
pick a spot on the floor.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect. It's dry.
So they
And
give you
warm.
enough money for that and to get a little bit of food going.
Brilliant.
So you guys can book your rooms.
I do make sure, like, is the kitchen going to be open when they get here? Because they might be quite late. And if not, can I make sure that there's food set aside for everybody, especially for our passengers, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so they will knowing that they're running a bit late, they'll make sure they'll stay open. They'll have at least some sort of food going past dark. So
Okay. Good. Good.
So
Yeah. I then tuck into the food that they provide me.
Okay. So what is Gert doing?
I think I'll take a seat at the bar. You said there's a raven here, is there not?
Yeah, there's a raven sitting behind the bar.
I'm probably sitting by near him, and I'd order myself the food and drink as usual, and I might offer it a piece of my meal. As long as... Actually, I'd probably ask the bartender if I could feed the bird, or he's friendly or not.
Yeah, the bartender, he's a he's a thinner guy, graying brown hair. It's like I'd rather you not, because it won't shut up if you feed it. And then as soon as he says it, says, "Feed it, not shut up."
Ravens.
A chatty little bird, but I'll still pay my respect to the bird. I won't feed it though.
So you give it a small piece of bread. It goes, "You thank, you thank, you thank."
And I'll say more's blessing upon you too.
Upon more blessing you.
And I think with that, I just take kind of a gauge of a room. So there's one entrance, there's a kitchen. Is there any windows or other exits?
Yeah, there's it's actually more of a compound than it is a single building. There's above the it's almost like it's two buildings with a set of rooms and a bridge that connects them. So like you could actually drive the coaches under the second story where it's split. So on the side that you guys are on, there's a set of stairs that'll lead upstairs. There's exits to the front towards the other building that you can see.
Okay.
But it's a pretty significant place. It's essentially a walled fortress, small walled fortress, as is typical for this region.
I think I'm happy with that. The only other thing I'd ask what was with that commotion with that coaching in? They seem to be quite a hurry, especially at such a dark hour.
They broke a wheel, trying to make up lost time. They managed to get it here, and we helped them fix it up. But Four Seasons runs a tight schedule.
Dangerous roads, then. Our coaching in lost a wheel as well.
Oh yeah. Sad to hear that.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be here soon, but hey, at the end you have their coin at least.
Well, I'm hoping they'll be here at all. Bandits everywhere.
How prominent are they?
Had a coach didn't get through last week.
Should we go back and check on our people?
How long has it been since we arrived at the tavern?
It's probably been about 20 or 30 minutes.
So, I think we should maybe perhaps take a look in a bit, but based on the look at that wheel, it's going to be quite some time before they fix it, and they have to make the journey here. Again, it'll be quicker on the cart, but I think maybe at some point we should head back. But let's enjoy the comforts for a bit. Maybe have a bit of a chat. Unless you find this more pressing to go back immediately.
It's not that I find it more pressing to go back, but I'm just concerned that on the first leg of our journey, I wouldn't want to lose the only way we have to get to Altdorf.
Oh, Rose, you just gotta look down. I'll motion to your legs.
Yeah, there's still food, and it's a lot longer.
Did you
There's
not
a
buy
reason
rations for the road?
there's a reason that people don't travel.
People don't travel. Come on, I've been traveling all my life. Are you telling me you stayed put in the same place all your life?
Yes, I'm poor.
You see plenty of
You
poppers.
need to
on-
check your privilege, young man.
Oh, if you want to go back, you can lead the way into the gloomy night.
I just thought that it would be the right thing to do to protect our employers and stand by our word to protect them.
I am so glad
However,
you say that.
Whatever I get it. You're here, you're warm, you're safe. All of your comforts and your needs are dealt with. So, I understand why you would be afraid to go out into the dark night and do your duty. But I'm only going to do this if we as a group decide to go back.
Are you
Oh.
trying to involve Ragni in this conversation? Because he's playing cards.
Let me be between us. Well, I'll say to you, Davros, well, I think what I need is a leader to show me the way into the darkness. And Davros, I know you can definitely be that leader.
All right. Let's go.
So please, lead on.
So let's get everybody else then.
Yes, go drag away from that card shark. Wouldn't want him going in debt or an Ald's grace.
All right. So I stroll over.
So before you get over there, we're going to start with Ragni.
Okay.
You sit down at the table with this gentleman, noticing his cards next to him. Goes, welcome, Sir Dwarf. Could I interest you in a game of cards?
Of course. My name is Vragni Sharpeye. What is yours?
Philippe Descartes.
That name sounds Bretonian.
Oui, it's I am from Carcassonne.
Oh, I haven't heard of the place. I'm not that familiar with Bretonia, but I'm sure it's a fine place.
It is a wonderful place. Do you care for a game of cards?
Sure. What kind of game are you playing?
Whatever. Shoot, I don't know any of the games in this world. He names a game that's pretty common in this area. So
3 Dragon
I
Ante.
know
How
one.
about Scarlet Empress?
Scarlet Empress. Oui, I shall play that. How much are you willing to bet today?
I'm not overflowing in money. How about 2 shillings on this game?
2 shillings? I can do for 2 shillings.
I slap 2 shillings onto the table.
Okay. He pulls 2 shillings out and he places it down in front of you. All right, go ahead and make a +0 gamble test.
+0 gamble.
Mm-hmm.
So, what brings a Bretonian all the way out here to the Empire? I say as we play.
Me, or I'm just on my way to Altdorf to visit a friend of mine.
Oh, that's quite a coincidence. I'm on my way to Altdorf as well.
Oh, Ray. Yeah. After the first hand, you actually managed to win the first hand. So
He must roll worse than minus.
yeah.
All right.
So he looks down at the cards and goes, "Zoot. Would you be interested in another game,
Absolutely.
Portius?"
Let me give you a chance to earn your money back. I leave all 4 silver shillings on the table. 4
Oh my
shillings.
goodness.
4 shillings. Oh, Monsieur Dorf. I
It
suppose.
would be unsporting of me not to offer you this opportunity.
I suppose I shall take your offer. He puts 4 shillings on the table as well.
All right. Let's roll some gamble tests. So, you have a friend in Altdorf.
Oui, oui. It's a friend of mine from a mercenary friend of mine.
Oh. I've been in the mercenary business myself from time to time. I've just rolled my gambling test. I have -1.
Once again, you win.
Say, looks like Grimnir smiles down upon me today, I say, with 8 shillings down my side of the table. How about another hand? And, I'm a sporting fellow. I'd push all my 8 shillings in. Let's give you a chance to earn your money back.
Oh, Monsieur, I'm very afraid that you shall that you shall start taking me, but I think I shall take you up on this offer.
Little does this guy know I have the sleight of hand skill. See how this goes. I'm going to roll a gambling test. It's an 86. That's pretty bad. I'm going to roll a sleight of hand test, which, if it succeeds, allows me to reverse my gambling test,
Okay.
I believe. So, let's give that a roll. How does that work? Is it just a challenging test, or? Let me look at the sleight of hand rules here. You can do sleight of hand before any round, right? Oh, I have to see before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can sleight of hand. I was planning to do a sleight of hand test. So, I'm going to roll sleight of hand, and if successful, I can reverse my gambling test.
Okay.
So that's just a... let's give that a roll. Failed, so I can't reverse... I failed with my sleight of hand. So I've got -5. I'm about to lose all my money to this guy.
Yeah, you lose the 8 shillings. So you're only down 2.
I know. I was hoping to take this guy. I'm like, oh, it seems that your ancestors must be watching over you.
Oh no, it is just the lady has my favor.
The lady, and then an ancestor of yours, perhaps.
No, the lady, she is the patron of Bretonia.
Oh, I see. This would be a great time for my friends to walk over because I only have 2 shillings left. I don't want to lose those 2.
Are you sure you do not want another game?
Oh, I'm down 2 shillings, and I've had a lot of fun talking with you. I feel like we understand each other, you and I. But I can see when my luck's making a turn for the worse, and it seems like my friends over there want to get my attention. But it was truly wonderful to meet you. What was this guy's name?
Philippe Descartes.
Philippe Descartes, it was truly wonderful to meet you, and perhaps we'll be heading in the same direction, and we can play some more games as we go.
Perhaps I would love to another chance to take more of your money.
Perhaps I will take yours. Until next time.
Au revoir.
I head over to my friends who seem to be trying to attract my attention.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going? I had that guy on the ropes until he distracted me.
Did you make any money?
No. I lost 2. It happens.
Sure. So I was just thinking they've had some problems with bandits in the area, and I thought to myself, because that's what I call myself, maybe we should kind of group up and head out and just make sure everything's okay. It would be a late night for us. It was like a 3-hour walk to where they were, unless we catch them kind of coming back or whatever. But
they told us to come here and reserve the rooms there.
Which we've done.
Yeah.
And we are completely within our rights to stay here and wait it out.
We've only been here half an hour. You gotta learn some patience.
Right, but we also took triple the time it would have taken them to travel, so it's kind of 2.5 hours of fixing this thing since we've left.
I think they expected us. I think they expected it to take a while. Otherwise, they would have just had us wait there. They expected us to arrive here before they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been here for like half an hour. I think it's pretty much expected that we would have to wait here a little bit for them. That's the plan, right?
I mean, if we want to stay here, we can totally do that.
What was the purpose of coming here if we were going to come here, stay for half an hour, then head back?
Well, our job is to make sure that that thing is protected. Right now, we're nowhere near it. That's my only thought. My only thought is I don't want to lose that coach and our ride to Altdorf.
This is why, if staying here for 30 minutes was so like worrisome to you, why did you not bring this up when we were leaving the cart?
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, I must have missed it. I blame myself for not paying enough attention to you, and I'm sorry for that.
I forgive you. But I could go either way. We're completely within our rights to stay here. That's totally fine.
I'm sure they're fine. They have guards with them.
All right.
The roads are not that dangerous. They have guards, and they told us to come here, and all we're gonna do if we walk back is catch them coming back to the inn and waste several hours. So or maybe even waste no time at all because they'll arrive hopefully right when we leave.
Okay.
I think there's nothing to worry about.
I do want to say though, this is the first leg of our journey. If we lose our coach, we're walking back to Uber's Reading.
You know what? I just made a friend here. Let me see how he's getting there. And if it turns out that our coach doesn't show up for some inexplicable reason, we can talk to Philippe here, and I'm sure he seems like a pretty resourceful guy. We can figure something. It's an adventure, Davros.
I worry about traveling with him that you sell yourself into some kind of indentured servitude by the time we get to Altdorf.
The reverse is what you should be worried about. I am quite the gambler.
I've just never seen evidence of that. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to go and eat some more, drink some more ale. Then
let's eat food. Let's rest. We've been here for half an hour. If they're not here in the morning, then we'll know to worry. But I'm sure it's fine.
Sure. Do you want to, while we're finishing eating, do you want to play some cards and maybe for a couple of pennies?
I feel like my luck has turned against me for the evening. But you could always play with Philippe there.
I don't think he's too rich for my blood.
It's oftentimes to not play is the true wise move.
Right.
All right, I know I've been silent on this, but it should be noted that the barkeep did make mention of bandits in the area. In fact, the cart was attacked last week. I think we haven't been here that long. Unfortunately, I think since it took us several hours to walk back, by the time that we get to the carts, even if they're at the same location, be well within the morning and be rather more dangerous. And they did have a lot of guard, but we should check on them at least in the morning, perhaps bright and early.
You make a good case, Gert. Let's wake up early and make sure there's nothing afoot if they're not here before we head to bed.
Thank you, Davros, for your concern as well.
All right.
Let's have some drinks and enjoy yourself tonight.
All right. With that off my mind and conscience, I am going to try my damnedest to eat everything I can and drink everything I can.
Okay. What is everybody else doing for the rest of the evening?
Why doesn't Gert go first?
I think I'm not going to do that much besides just have my meal that I'm now going to finish, maybe a drink, and I'll probably retire early so we can wake up.
Okay. And Vragny?
Well, I've gotten in some gambling for the evening, so I think I'm going to take it easy and turn in early.
Okay. So,
Actually, I will keep an eye, see if Philippe plays any more games, and I'll watch to try to, get an idea for his skill level, so that I'm ready to take him on in the future if we meet again.
unfortunately, there's not really anybody else in the coaching house who's ready to sit down and play with him.
That's how it goes.
So there are other people in the coaching inn. The three ladies, the other young man with the book. So
Well, no. Vecny's done what I wanted to do. Somebody else could approach those people.
okay. All right. So when you guys wake up in the morning, it's a very misty, overcast day. You see that the people who are in the bar room earlier, they've all kind of sat around and assembled. You see the noblewoman and her attendants and the young man and the Bretonian. They're all sitting around waiting. The two coachmen you saw earlier, nowhere to be seen. Your coach, no sign they showed up.
This is in the morning, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's not a good sign.
It is
If
a
only somebody could have
terrible
predicted-
burden to be right literally all the time.
I'm not any more pleased about this than you are, Davros. You did call it. I will give you that credit.
Okay, so let's, I think Gert had said let's go off and check on them in the morning. That's the plan then, right?
Yep.
What happened to, hey Philippe, what happened to your two coachmen?
I do not know. They're probably drunk and have hangovers. It is very unfortunate. I don't know. They should be up already.
Well, we got to go figure out what happened to our coach because it didn't arrive during the night.
Um,
I'm gonna pull on Greg and I'm gonna whisper to him in his ear. Maybe you should check around this building, see if it's secure. It's suspicious with the bandits around, everyone go missing. Besides, I've seen enough evil mists within the past month or so.
Alright, well, if you say so, Gert, I could go check around the building while the two of you investigate what happened to the coach.
I think
we
quick
should
search
stay
around the
together.
perimeter. Yes, I think we should all search around the perimeter real quick just to check things out, then
Okay.
venture on continued.
I'll trust your judgment on this.
Alright, well, I'll lead the way then. So, I guess what I'm going to do is just take a walk through all the rooms that we can, just kind of look around, see if anything's out of place with the windows. Then I imagine, since this is a coaching inn, it's got a wall around it,
Mhm.
right? Then I'm probably gonna take a look around the walls, the outside and inside of the facility.
Take a
I'm gonna go try to find the room the coachmen were in and see if they're hungover and asleep.
Okay, so Gert, make me a plus 20 perception test.
+3 success.
So it seems like everything is in order. There's no obvious signs of forced entry or attempted entry, nothing like that. Everything seems like it's as it should be. Vragny, you do find the room where they're on. You bang on the door and you just hear some, "What do you want?"
Just checking to make sure everyone's okay in there.
"I would be if you stopped banging the door." And then you hear another voice say, "I'd be good if you shut up, Gunnar."
Alright, I'm not touching that. I'm out of here. I'll go tell Philippe that It sounds like they're pretty hungover and will need some time to recover.
Okay. Past
So I found the two coachmen. No foul play there. It just sounds like, typical manling propensity not to be able to hold their drink.
That's good then. The perimeter seems secure as well, so I guess we just have to head into the mists.
Let's do it.
It doesn't take long, probably about 30 minutes of walking down the road before you find the body of the coachman, the lead coachman, with a crossbow bolt in his back.
Grimnir's taint!
Hush now. We don't know how long ago this was.
It's a terrible thing. Is he alive? He doesn't look so good.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna draw my hand weapon, and I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna give him a slight judge with the flat end of the sword.
I'm gonna heft up my shield. I don't like the look of this, manlings.
Yeah, as you poke at him, there's no movement.
Where's everyone else?
I'm gonna take a look at the fletching. Does it look man-made?
Yep.
Okay.
It is.
Are there...
It does not strike you as being crude enough to be a beastman arrow.
Okay.
What's it look like, Gert?
Man-made. It might be these bandits we've heard about.
Bandit.
Are there any other arrows lying around? All right, I'm just gonna see if I can salvage this one.
You pull it out of his body, and it's a little short for your bow. It's almost like it's a crossbow bolt instead.
This isn't a bow bolt.
A crossbow
no.
bolt, perhaps. That's not a good sign.
Why
Well,
not?
actually,
Any manling can make a bow. A true crossbow can only be made by somebody skilled or a dwarf. So I repeat myself.
Someone
someone
skilled
already-
or a dwarf. I see. Okay. What do we do here?
so first things first.
We gotta find a
Does
road
this
warden.
gentleman have any money on him? Does he have his items on him?
First things first.
Everything gone?
Everything's
He's
gone.
been robbed.
Alright, he has been robbed, so that's
They're bandits.
good. So we have two options here. We can take
We gotta
former
go back
captain
to-
here.
Oh,
gotta
and
shoot
real
it.
quickly, while I'm thinking about it, you guys would have been given half of your payment up front, so 7 shillings 6 pennies up front.
Oh, I could have gambled more. I didn't know. Oh.
Yeah, I'm.
Because I totally would have gotten that guy. I had him on the ropes. We gotta get back to the inn now. We gotta tell them. They gotta alert the road wardens. So, there's been a murder.
Well, I'm gonna pick up the deceased and have Davros
I've
help
got
me
the
with this
boat.
man back. Oh, you can leave that. Give him an arm. I'll slump his arm all over Davros.
No, I'm backing off. There's no way.
How do I help you out with this, Gert?
There we go.
Oh, of
I've got the
course.
bolt.
Let us go then, quickly.
I'm gonna get back to the inn.
Okay. So it takes a little bit longer to get back. When you get back, the coachmen are still getting ready. And they're going very slowly, loading everything up. One of them even is almost drops a piece of luggage on the other one and runs into the outhouse, and you start hearing all these awful sounds coming from it. And an awful stink too.
We gotta call over the inn staff and let them know what happened.
So you get into the coaching house. The barkeep is not there. You see another man, older in his 50s, gray hair, stout guy, he looks at you and says, your coach never made it in.
Well, something made its way into this fellow's back.
This bolt, I carried it all the way myself.
It's this is our coachman, and we didn't find the coach. Somebody's got to alert the road wardens. There's been a murder.
Road wardens will be by the next day or so.
Well, where should we put this fellow?
For now, we'll dig him a grave outside. We'll make sure that the priest of Moore come put him in Moore's garden where he belongs.
Sounds in keeping with your manling traditions.
But we'll make sure the road wardens know, and next coach that comes in, we'll make sure they're aware, and we'll make sure those two idiots out there know what's going on.
Well, nobody could have predicted this, but it seems like we've lost our ride.
Well, as slow as they're going out there, you can probably catch a ride with them.
That's a good point. When you, Davros, you want to talk to the coachman and negotiate fares for the four of us to Altdorf?
So, just to be clear, we're just ditching the situation and continuing.
We're not ditching the situation. We've the authorities are going to handle this.
Okay. I feel like we're in a very sick place if I'm the compass of this group.
Are you sure that it's safe to travel outside? Especially
Moral
with the
compass.
bandits
One
out
of
there?
us was willing to carry this guy all the way back for nearly an hour back to the inn, and one of us wasn't. Who's the moral compass there, Davros?
I have the bolt.
Yeah, you do have the bolt.
Yeah, okay.
I say we've discharged our duty.
I don't know if it's safe out there, though. Especially since we can't really see them. And
We
we
can't
don't know
see
where
them.
they are.
We can't stay in this coaching inn the whole time. I say the further away we get, the better. No offense, I say to the...
You're only
Coaching
about a
it,
day out
everybody.
from Altdorf, so. Or about
Yeah.
2 days out, so.
We just need... It's not going to cost that much or take that much time to get to Altdorf. I say we just get the rest of the way on this coach. We got to go... We're on a time
Can we
budget
arrange
here.
something with this coach then? Let's go and do that then.
That's your job, Davros. I'm leaving that in your capable
And
hands.
this is Philippe?
Philippe's just a guy who's on there, who's my buddy.
So okay, I thought he was kind of the company guy.
The two drunken guys are the guys you want to talk to. I say, pointing at the incredibly slowly preparing, incompetent coachman.
Brilliant. I wander over to the coachman. Morning, gents. I am Davros, and these are the Terrific Three. I was hoping that with the increased danger that is apparent on this road, that we could arrange for passage with your coach on the way to Altdorf in return for protection should danger arise. What do you say?
Make a haggle test.
Marginal success.
Just out of character, I want to say that it's really great having Davros here to negotiate all this stuff, because Ragni is terrible at that kind of thing.
I'm trying to be talky guy.
Yeah, well, talky you are.
Yeah, I can convince people to do things, but it's not politely, at least.
No.
the,
it's
the
not.
good old witch hunter's charm.
They all right, we'll get you to the next coaching inn. Normally it's 6 a person, but seeing as more eyes wouldn't hurt, we'll do it for 4 per person
For what?
to ride.
For what?
For what? 4 shillings.
Yeah, that's way outside of our price range.
You can walk.
All right. I mean, I'm not saying I hope the bandits get you or anything, but the extra protection will not be available to you. All right. I wander back to my group. Well, Terrific 3, it doesn't look like we're going with that coach.
Oh.
No.
Hmm.
They want 4 shillings to go. So.
We each have over 4 shillings, and it'll get us to Altdorf, where we're going to be making 8 shillings a day.
How many pennies to a shilling?
12.
12 pennies to a shilling. You're given.
I don't
You're
have
given
4 shillings.
You're given half your pay up front. You have 7.5 shillings.
We're given half our pay up front?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I miss that?
I said it late.
Oh.
Yeah. And this will get us there in a day, and we can start making those 8 shillings a day. There's money to be made.
So I have 4 shillings and 4. Wait, 8
You have
shillings.
You have 7 shillings, 6 pennies, in addition to whatever else.
Oh, I'm so wealthy.
Pretty good, huh? Now think about getting that number of shillings, but a little more every day. That's what we're in for when we get to Altdorf. It's worth the 4 shilling investment.
See,
It
yeah,
is
I
indeed
thought
in my
I was.
eyes.
I thought I just had a few pennies.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, I mean, if you just had a few pennies, it wouldn't be doable.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
negotiate them down a bit from the 4 shillings each, or is that the best you could get?
I think that's the best I can do. Their initial offer was 6.
Well, you know what? To be inside a warm, dry coach, heading down the road, and getting there in only a day or 2, I think that's worth 4 shillings.
All right, I'm gonna stroll back over there. Hey, Davros here. Is there a price for hanging on the back of the coach?
Do it for 3.
Done.
3 to ride on the outside.
Yep, done.
Well, you can do that, but I have no problem paying the 4.
How rainy does it look?
It's pretty gross out.
I'm gonna pay the 4 to ride inside.
Oh, I can't. There's no way I'm parting with those shilling.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to ride inside. You can ride on the roof.
Yeah,
Personally,
you go
I'm
right
riding
ahead.
inside. We each make our decisions here.
Well, I'll gladly take out the 4 shillings and hand it to the man.
So, you hand them your money, and they're still being very slow in putting things together. Takes them another about 30 minutes to really like get everything together. And then when you guys start to get ready to get into the coach, it is very crowded. So there's probably not enough room for everybody to ride inside.
No problem. I'm on the outside,
Okay.
so I'm paying the smaller fee.
Well, is there room for Vacny inside?
Yeah, but the noble lady very quickly makes it clear that commoners are not terribly welcome in there.
Wow.
Hmm. Depends
I'm
what she
going
means by
to-
commoner.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm just gonna step in anyway. There's nothing she can do about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll follow your lead.
I paid. I can go in. How much room is there in there?
It is much more than 6 people is going to be crammed. And there's the 3 women, the student, and Philippe.
Bragny, do you want to slip in on my lap?
I'll go right on the roof. I'm just gonna be like, hey, coachman guys, can I actually ride on the roof instead and get a shilling back?
Sure, yeah, whatever.
All right. I'm not gonna bother dealing with sitting on Gert's lap because I don't think that'll be pleasant for either of us.
So the elf is also going to join you up top.
So this must be what it's like being an elf. Sure is high up here, I say to Acewing.
He just shakes his head at you like dwarf.
I think Acewing is a woman elf, is what I learned.
She is, yes.
Even though all elves are beardless, Acewing's a woman elf.
Yes. She shakes her head at you. Gives you the whole, like, dwarf kind of.
Oh, I'm just complimenting. It's great being tall. One of the many ways in which, there's uniquenesses about being elf.
So, after about, as they start getting going, first off, these guys are going probably about 2 miles an hour.
What? Why are we go way faster than that, though, right? I'm gonna shout down at them. Hey, what's the holdup? We're going real slow.
Shut up! Fine, whatever. We'll get going. And
I
he
can walk
cracks.
faster than this.
He cracks the whip, and the horses start picking up a little bit, and then, and within a couple of minutes, it starts to slow down again. And
hey, we're slowing down. I could walk faster than this.
if you want to do, we'll pretend that was in character. If you want to do this, fine. Just you can drive.
What do I pay you for? I don't want to drive. You're in charge of driving.
Well, you're not the one with the headache.
I'll
What?
drive.
You'll drive?
You know how to drive, Davros?
How hard could it be?
Oh, sweet Valaya. Come on, pick up the pace. We gotta be in Altdorf. It's urgent.
They start picking up the pace a little bit again, and
thank Grimnir.
then they slow down again.
Hey! Oh. Yeah. Gert, do you know how to drive a wagon?
I most certainly do not, but if you're shouting down to me, I'll make mention that. Why are we slowing down? Do they know there's bandits around? Do they want us to get caught?
Asa Wing will volunteer to drive.
Acewing knows how to drive?
It's a basic skill.
Oh, okay.
And at a plus 20, she's got the best chance.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Now we're talking.
So Asa Wing gets sick of their shit and hops down and very handily gets it going. And the coachmen, while they're on one hand relieved not to have to deal with this anymore, they start complaining for a little bit, and before too long, you start to hear them snoring.
So, which coaching company is this again?
Ratchet
Coaching Company. I'll
Ratchet
keep that
Lines,
in mind.
yeah.
Ratchet Lines. Well, at least we're moving along at a good pace. This is a worthy investment.
About 20 minutes in, it starts to rain.
Oh.
Within
Oh,
about
yeah,
the next 5 minutes, it's pouring down.
Oh, okay. Hey, Acewing, can you stop for a second? We should all just get inside. It's wet up here. I'm sure my deep friendship and good treatment of Acewing over the course of the months will contribute to Acewing deciding to stop the...
Asa Wing will will slow down, stop, to which you hear the one of the voices call out, say, "Hey, what's the slowdown?"
All right, I'm gonna climb
Gert,
down.
it's the guard.
It's the guard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like, oh yeah, we just gotta get in. It's raining.
No, Lady Isolde will not suffer that.
Oh, I think she's about to suffer something. I'm just gonna go inside. I do not want to get rained on. I'm a dwarf. I don't like water. I don't like going in water. I don't like swimming. I don't like getting rained on. I'm just gonna go in.
She's gonna kick at you as soon as if you try and force your way in. She's gonna kick at you.
Well, so I don't know this. What I'm trying to go with.
Yeah, she's gonna try as you start to try and get in. She's going to try and stop you. She's like, no, you can't come in here.
I'm like, it's raining out. I gotta come in.
You can sit up top.
No, I can't. I'm a dwarf. Dwarfs don't like water. I'm coming in.
No, you can get right back up top. Don't care.
I'm gonna shake my head. He coming in. He's
Do you want to go out?
Okay, how muscular does this person look?
Oh, she big. She big.
Yeah. All right, I'm got my eye on you. I'm just gonna go back up top and just be extremely miserable. I'm not about to get into like some kind of fight over trying to get inside this. This is the worst customer service experience I've ever had. I'm back on the roof. Gert, you want to go in? You can go in. I'm not going in. Yeah, company there looks terrible anyways. Poor company indoors. Oh, Gert's already inside. Gert,
I am.
go! That room. Yeah. This is terrible. All right, I'm just sitting on the roof and be wet and unhappy. I'm just a miserable dwarf right now.
First time riding outside in the rain?
I don't like water.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. You in a shower, probably not a bad move.
Oh yeah, I take the annual bath. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that maybe more frequency is called.
Well, years only come once a year, so. Plus, I stepped into the river just a couple months ago. And that's
my
wrong.
goodness. All right. I literally slept in garbage growing up. And I seem to have better hygiene than you.
Hygiene?
Yeah, exactly. It's a old dialect human word.
So,
by the way, are you not unhappy about sitting on the roof while it rains on you, Davros?
I mean, I'd prefer to be inside, but I'd prefer to hold on to this shilling that I didn't have to spend even more. And people like the kind of people in those coach don't like people like me. And so I just try to stay away because they can make trouble for people.
Well, I'm just gonna be miserably on the couch. I'm done with this.
Okay. So, a couple hours go by. You turn onto the main road, and we will take a break here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we will take care of some more stuff, do things.
Great.
So,
All right.
And welcome back. We are all set for the second half of our night. Let's go ahead and get to it. So after a couple of hours on the main road, I need everybody on top of the... Actually, everybody on top of the coach, as you guys come around the corner, you see standing in the middle of the road, a figure with his back bent over, turned away from you. On the road, a coachman of some sort, And it turns and it looks at you as it notices, and you see this person. Well, it seems like it's a person with a hand in its mouth. And as you look, you notice that this human is almost like its flesh is start rotting off of its face, and you see this green ichor flowing from its eyes.
Run it down!
I think I'd
Actually,
be overestimating Asa Wing's ability to control horses in this situation.
That's fair.
Because most horses, I believe, are pretty skittish in general.
give me a second. Thought I had a handout for this. Give me 1 second. Okay. Actually, for a second, Davros, you recognize this person.
Oh,
Check your
jeez.
journal.
My journal?
Yeah, go to the. It looks like the little scroll on the top right. Check
Lovely.
the journal. It'll be under EITS.
Oh. Bold Adventurers Wanted?
A familiar face.
I don't see it. It's not there.
Oop, I clicked the wrong player. Hang on. I saw Dave and my brain went to Davros. So Quinn, it should show up now.
Ah, a familiar face. The figure rushing maniacally familiar. Then it suddenly comes to you. Beneath the rotting flesh and dripping ichor, you recognize the face of Rolf Hertzis, an old friend and a thief. You had many escapades together in your youth, but now he is horribly changed. It was about a year ago that Rolf just developed a strange rash. He changed, becoming irritable and even violent at times. To hide his skin complaint, he made himself a hood out of an old sack. But this made it too hard for him to see, and he was unable to escape watch when a job went wrong. The last you knew, he escaped from a cell and vanished without a trace until now.
Yeah, and he is actually rushing the coach. And as he rushes, the horses, like Noah said, they're panicky animals. They panic. And so Holtz, who has kind of taken, one of the coachmen who's kind of taken over the reins from Isawing, now that his hangover has subsided somewhat, as the horses bolt and they panic, they snap out from their harnesses. And and Holtz is dragged with them. The other coachman, he starts slamming on the brakes, trying to get everything to slow down. And as you barely stop straight from the tree, barely stop barreling into the trees, the Rolf is still charging at you, and Gunnar is stock still. So let's go ahead, and I'm just gonna throw some characters down. So Ernst, Marie. These guys don't have faces. We're not gonna worry about faces.
They don't have faces. That's totally fine. That's totally fine.
That's totally fine. Where's Stavros? Stavros's character. Oh, there we go. So you guys.
So are they invading Overstrike then?
And then we will roll all, get everybody into initiative order. of course, the elf is going to be the first to react. And let's see. Who had the bow? Was it
Davros.
Davros had the bow? Okay.
I have the bow.
We figured Ace Wing would be pretty decent without a bow, but Davros really needs the help.
Okay. So, Asa Wing is going to drop down from the top of the coach and move to intercept Rolf, who, as far as you know, doesn't have, as far as Asa Wing knows, doesn't have a name. So we are going to go to melee basic versus. Hang on, I gotta pop up. This is slightly annoying how I have to do this, but. Oh, yeah, so public roles from here on out because I like to combat. So Asa Wing scored a +4. Rolf scored a -6. So that is a difference of 10. And that means that
Not bad for an LD.
10 plus 7, that's 17 damage to subtract 2. It's 15. That puts Rolf at a grand total of 0 wounds. L's. And that is a critical hit to the arm. Table. Oops. /table. Help. /crit. Arm. -20. Oops. /crit arm. /table. Crit arm. See if I can do this right. /table. Crit arm. -20. There we go. Hang on. There we go. Got it. I got a... So that's a 59. Now I'll have to remember how to do tables instead of being a nub like I just was. 59 on the crit table for arms is... Ruptured ligament. You immediately drop whatever was held in that hand. Suffer a torn muscle major. Well then. Injury. So drops his dagger. Torn muscle major. I think that's correct. That would go to there. Yep. So that is a -20 to all tests involving his arm. Alright, so now that that's over... almost over before it began. Okay, so... oh, I forgot to click begin combat. The... bodyguard is not going to move. It is Ragni's turn.
Alright.
So you see this mutant rushing towards you, skin falling off of its flesh and skin falling off, green ooze coming from its eyes. You see Ben drop, or excuse me, Issa Wing drop down, and she delivers a savage blow to its right arm.
Alright. Well, I'm going to rush to Ace Wing's aid.
Okay.
I'm going to go down and hit that mutant with my shield.
Okay.
So what do I do here? I roll.
You're going to hit it with the shield?
Yeah, that's what I hold in my main hand. I got a shield.
Okay.
Look, it's the dwarven, it's the quasi-dwarven way.
So if you go to
All right.
combat and then
Yeah.
click on the weapon in question.
I see that. Shield, got it. Should I get an advantage for this because I'm charging in?
Yeah, I'll give you an advantage.
Right. How do I do that, or does that just come from?
So if you look at your sheet now, it should say 1 advantage. If not, you might just need to leave your sheet and come back to it, or
It does say 1
exit the.
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I added it for you.
And do I get? Do I get an outnumbering bonus for 2 to 1?
Yes.
All right. So my total modifier here should be 30, and it's
Yeah,
a
so you can
challenging
do a
roll?
so modifier plus 20, and then your advantage is already taken into account, so it should be plus 30. So yeah.
Okay. When I click on shield, modifier already says 10. It says 1 advantage, 10 modifier.
Okay. So yeah, then just add 20, so it'll be
Alright.
30.
All right. I've got a marginal failure of -0.
Okay. So
What did he get defensively?
he got a -2, so you win by 2.
Nice. So that's 7 damage.
7 damage to the body. He's already got.
I should note that the shield has undamaging.
Yeah, so even once you take out the toughness, it's going to cause 5 damage. So
Nice.
you go ahead and let's see. Let me see if I can get the table / table crit body. There we go. So you scored that. So that is a -20 toughness test for this dude. Oof. Or gain 3 stun conditions. That's 3 stun conditions.
All right.
All right. That is your
Does
turn.
that knock him? All right. I'm like. somebody-
that will kill him because he only has a toughness bonus of 2.
All right. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah. Make sure. Oh, I should have given. I forgot that he had fear because of rotting flesh, but that's okay. We've already killed him, so whatever.
Okay, so as the creature falls to the ground,
Mhm.
now is this mutation stuff like contagious?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I just run up and
You're
I
gonna approach him.
run up and I grab Vragny's shoulders and I just push him off and back. Even though it's not doing anything at this point, it's like a completely futile gesture or whatever. I just push him off and then just stop and I just like look down at Rolf and I'm going, "Damn it, Rolf!"
You knew this fellow? This is a Dumal, a chaos tainted creature.
Yeah, he got sick last year. We grew up together.
I am sorry to hear that, Davros. But that fellow that you knew isn't this person. It's not
We're out
the
of
same person.
combat, right?
Yeah, he's dead, so
Yeah. That's
as out of combat as you're gonna get.
Guess I peek out, see what the commotion is, and I'll walk over as well.
So you see in front of you, one of the horses have gone missing. One of the coachmen's gone missing. You see a dead coachman marked with the Four Seasons livery. You see a dead mutant, and you see your friends standing around him.
What is that thing?
A Dumal, a mutant.
Rolf.
Oh, more like vomit. Oh,
Yeah.
is this what's been stalking us? I hope there's not more of these things out there.
Apparently, this fellow was once in his previous life before he became what he is now, was a friend of Davras's.
There's only one way to finish this thing off. I'm going to take out my sword and cut off its head.
Just wait a minute. Let's just take a beat.
I'll take a bit. I'm going to swing and cut it off.
You know, you're
He's
kind of
already
an
dead.
asshole sometimes.
He's already dead, Gert.
You never know. We don't want it coming up and chasing us again, do we? At least it won't be able to find us.
You do have a point.
I'm going to kick the head off into the woods.
I'm gonna kick Gert right in the nuts.
Are you sure you want to do that with the armed man?
With the arm?
The armed man.
With the dude with
Yeah,
the sword.
I mean, at this point, this is a very emotional moment for Davros, and I feel as though Gert's going out of their way to be a major fucking prick. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
My friend
Shall we
Colton, by
roll
the way,
weapons too?
recommended burning. He said, burning body solves that.
It does indeed.
How does this work?
Are you trying to kick him?
Yeah.
Melee brawl.
Okay.
And you want me rolling brawling as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Under combat somewhere?
No, because it's not
Under
a
skills?
Yeah,
if
just
you're not trained in brawling, you can just roll a weapon skill check if you don't have skills.
yeah.
It should be in skills on the right side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just roll melee. At a +0.
He was aiming for the nuts, so it's only
Is
plus
it-
0 SL because it's a called shot, right?
Yeah, so it would be a +0. So, because you'd be at
Plus
minus.
0 for a nut shot.
So I beat him?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
So called shots are actually at -20.
Oh. Yeah, because it gives a hit location, and I'm definitely not trying to kick him in the left
Yeah,
arm.
so it'd be a minus
Yeah.
20 because it's a called shot. So.
So you hit it. You do in fact go for the family jewels there.
Well,
But
after
I
you
don't hit or something.
But Gert manages to keep your leg from landing home.
All right, calm down, calm down. We can be respectful of Davros's former friend, and
Well, this is your friend.
we can just stop the threat of this. We just can burn it or bury it or whatever it is you do, and it's a solved problem, right?
Burn it.
I don't know. I don't know what your funerary rites are like. I'm not a human.
We have no rights to their kind. It's best to be done with it and move on.
Davros just walks away.
I'll turn to Ragnar and say, do you have a tinder?
I do. I can light a fire. We should gather some kindling if that's how we're going to send this person off.
Colton's a dick face.
Maybe we should also look for
Dick face.
the coachmen and the horses. Maybe there might be more priority. To be honest,
So so one of the coachmen is missing.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened to the horses?
He was dragged off by the horses.
Okay. Maybe that's something Davros could do. Davros and Asawin could do that while Gert and I handle the burning.
So as you guys are discussing what to do next, you start to hear a really bestial, horrific cry from around the bend, and then from the woods through in the undergrowth next to the woods, you hear something moving at you pretty quickly.
I raise my shield.
yeah, I'm going to take out my shield as well. And I guess we'll back towards the cart.
Davros, are you doing anything?
I take cover in the opposite ditch, notch and arrow.
Okay. And as you guys are, a figure bursts out of the woods. You guys gonna do anything?
I'm shield up. I'm gonna take the charge. You all stay behind me.
Tell me about the figure.
So you take a moment to figure out who this is, and before you loose your arrow, you recognize Holtz coming out of the woods. It's me. It's me. Don't shoot. He's just sitting there, like hands on his knees, breathing heavily.
We took care of this fellow. You all right over there?
Yeah, well, I'm fine. It's yeah, I'm doing okay.
Well, what did you see? What was that sound?
I don't know. I didn't get to the other side of the bin, and then you hear a scream from the other
Does it
side.
sound like a weird bestial scream or like a human scream?
Human scream.
Did it sound like a stern, drunken guardsman? Well, I guess I'm gonna look for Raggy and say,
All right, we gotta go get those horses. Or we're gonna be stuck here. Let's go take a look at this. And you know which way the horses ran?
He's just points you like very tiredly, like they're over there.
I'm gonna mutter to myself and Kazlid, what a worthless driver.
so we going towards the stream?
Was he pointing in the direction of the scream?
Mm-hmm.
All right, off we go.
So are you guys gonna go through the woods or around the bend in the road?
I think it's probably wiser to stick to the road. Unless you want to sneak up on them all sneaky like, or
I'm running towards the stream. Personally.
all right, off we go. I'm gonna try to keep up with Gert as quickly as my dwarven legs can.
And you're going around the bend, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Especially if
Easterling will
I'm
join
keeping
you.
an eye out on the forest.
Okay. And Davros,
gonna-
what are you doing?
I'm gonna trot along so that they're in sight of me, but I'm not gonna get anywhere near anything. So I'm kind of in back with my arrow knocked.
Okay. Okay. So as you guys round the bend, you see an overturned coach. You see bodies everywhere. You see the horses attached to the coach, struggling to get free of their harnesses. You see a person with a fairly large body and a very tiny head. I mean, like, tiny head. Swing, like, laughing maniacally and just swinging axe at it. You see another, at first glance is a human, but it can't be because it's got a dog-like head. It's lying next to the coach, and it's bleeding pretty heavily, and another person with a very large pointy head is trying to bandage it up.
Gore.
You see another person, this one with cloven feet, eating one of the bodies. And you see another person, a fifth person, with a loaded crossbow. They don't seem to have noticed you.
So how many total people is that who aren't like wounded and on the ground?
5. Oh, 5 plus. Well, one of them is wounded on the ground, but one of the mutants is on the ground. So
They haven't noticed us yet.
nope.
It's
We
us
gotta
4 versus them 4. one's wounded at least.
We have the element of surprise. The real one to watch out for is that crossbow fellow. Davros, do you think you can take him out?
I'm all over it.
All right. Well, I got my shield, and say we go in. On three.
I say we try to approach from the forest and try to sneak attack one. Maybe just charge him and run him down as quickly as possible.
How
That'll
far
be
are
the
we from the
sign.
forest? Can we just like step into the forest, or are we a distance away from it?
You can step into the forest.
Let's get into the forest.
Okay. Yeah, then it'll be on our go, Davros. Just shoot that arrow as we're distracting them. But make sure you take cover.
Okay, I duck behind a tree, and when do I go? Not yet, right? 'Cause I always lose
second. Thought I did that right. I did not do that right. Give me a second. Because this one should be, that one's right. I made some small errors. Give me a second. Haha, I see what I did wrong. I'm gonna have to redo some stuff real quickly. Because these guys mostly have the main stats. And same stats, and I figured, and I just copy and pasted, but I didn't update the tokens. So everything's a little weird right now. So bear with me a second while I adjust this. So Terrence, Johan, Eric, Michael. Hang on. Do this individually. This is slightly okay. It's okay. Okay, there we go. And roll. Alright, so what are y'all doing?
I guess the plan is to for the three of us who are going to be fighting directly to all jump on one guy and Davros take a shot at the archer.
Okay. So, Issa Wing will go first. Who are you guys planning on attacking first?
I would. What are the three who aren't archers? What are their descriptions again?
So there is the big dude with the tiny head who's attacking the horses. There is the dog-headed guy who is screaming next to the coach as he's bleeding out. There is a dude with a big head who's bandaging him up, a big pointy triangle head. There is another one with cloven feet who's eating corpses, and then the last one with the crossbow is got scaly skin and he's picking through the bodies.
Probably the cloven one. He'd be easier to pick on.
We can go for the cloven one first, and then from there on, just keep on attacking, and Davros can just keep on shooting at the guy with the bow.
Alright, Vragny, my shield is yours. Let's go into this. Same thing with you, Ace One. I'll look back and I'll kind of give a little nod to Davros, and I guess we're going in.
Okay. So because this is the surprise round, it doesn't really matter too much who does what first. So, Davros, if you want to take the shot first, you can do that.
Okay.
So you're going to be at plus 20 because of range.
All right. Impressive success.
Got a 1.
+4, 9 damage.
Yeah.
Right leg.
So that is
Very nice.
so that is versus this person. Right leg. So that is 13 damage reduced by toughness bonus. So that will bring him down to. So that will do 9 wounds. No, that'll do 10 wounds. So that'll bring him down to there. Okay. So you set up the bow, take a moment, you let loose. The bow smacks him right in his right leg. Just like slices right through the flesh of his thigh. And you actually 1 second. So actually, I need to. He's actually at 3 wounds. It doesn't. The scales on his body seem to act almost as if armor. It doesn't cut as deep as you thought it would, based off of how it hits. But he just lets out a yelp of pain. Isawin's going to move in next, because they are next, and she is going to attack the cloven-footed one. Is what we agreed upon.
Yes, that is correct.
So that was this person. So hand weapon roll. And that'll be 1 advantage for surprise, correct?
1 advantage for charging, I believe, and plus 20 when attacking a surprise person, and they don't get to defend themselves, so you just use an unopposed roll.
So that's 1 advantage, and then a plus 20.
And it's an unopposed test.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oof. So that 7 hits them in the head. Reduced by toughness, no armor. That will reduce them to 0 wounds. And that is a oops, excuse me, slash table crit head. They have bleeding and they're bleeding and blinded. As Isawin comes in and just cracks them across their eye socket. Next up is Ragni.
All right. So the cloven-footed fellow has been taken out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and not take them out to fight for now.
Okay.
So which one are you?
So who are the remaining standing ones?
1 second.
Tiny Head with the axe was standing, right?
Tiny Head with the axe is standing, yes.
All right, I'm gonna go after Tiny Head. I think I should have 1 advantage for charging, right?
Yep.
All right. This doesn't say advantage in the dialogue here.
Let me add an advantage to you.
Great.
Also, Asawin should have 2 because she dealt damage as well.
Thank you.
Great. And then I'm hitting a surprised foe, so I get an additional plus 20. Challenging test. I smack Tiny Head with my shield. Marginal failure. Well, that's how it goes.
Yeah, you come in and Tiny Head's head is actually smaller than you thought, and your shield goes above it.
Curses.
All right, so next up is Gert.
Could you go ahead and give me advantage, please?
Yes. Well, you can add it to yourself if you click on your token.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, and
So
then
the top number?
top number should be 1. So,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
So I should be back down to 0 because I failed the test. Is that how that works?
No, it wasn't opposed.
Oh, okay, got it.
And do I get the bonus for outnumber as well?
Who are you attacking?
The same one that Ragni attacked.
Yes.
Tiny head.
Yes. So
Excellent.
they are still surprised because I prefer it that way. So you get plus 40.
All right. There we go. 10 damage to the left arm.
So Eric, not Eric, Terrence. All right. So 10 damage to the left arm to. Roll me a crit, and at a slash crit, slash table space crit arm.
One word, crit arm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, damage artery.
Yeah.
4 bleeding conditions. Every time they take a hit, yeah, it's just a spray of blood as they go down. So that is going to mark the end of the surprise round. I'm just going to click through everybody.
Good blow, Gert.
Oh, we did quite the show. Travis is. Wow, that was actually a good round. We didn't
Good
roll
work,
badly that time.
Ace of Wings going to move to attack the one with the scales. They are no longer surprised.
Mm-hmm.
So Ace of Wing is going to make a 2. That's their test, and then this guy combat.
Is the one with the scales the one with the crossbow?
Yes.
Okay.
So Ace of Wing succeeds, hits the body for 6 damage, or 7 damage. So that would be Scaly Guy. Pull up his sheet again. That'll drop him to below 0 wounds, even with the armor and the toughness. So that is a crit on the body. Slash table crit body. That'll be a minus 20 though. I can't remember how to. $83, so minus 20 is a 63 on the body. I'm gonna have to remember how to do that before next time. And the chart is here. Body 63 is a painful cut, 2 bleeding conditions and a stun condition. Minus hard endurance test or go unconscious. Damn, bruh. Oh, he succeeds. He's not unconscious. But he still has, still has 2 bleeding conditions and a stun condition, so. So next up is Ragni.
So did the person? So Ace Wing hit that person down.
Ace Wing, the scaly dude's still up, but it's stunned and bleeding.
Okay. So he's still standing.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to I'll rush to the Elgi's aid and attack that guy with my shield.
So that's another advantage for charging. So you should be at 1 advantage for charging because you would have lost yours at the beginning of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
and then you're at plus 20 for outnumbering. So,
Great.
in stunned, if I remember correctly, cannot fight back. Can defend yourself, but you're at minus 20. So he will defend himself at a minus 10.
I get an extra advantage for trying to attack a stunned opponent, right?
No. They're at
Oh,
minus
okay.
10 to defend themselves.
Because it says if you have any stunned conditions, any opponent trying to strike you in melee combat gains +1 advantage before the attack.
Oh,
After the minus 10
yeah.
there.
So they are at minus 10, and you get another advantage, so you're at 2 advantage.
Alright.
Which I'll do that for you real quickly.
Great.
There you go. This is a beatdown.
Take this, Gore! Oh, I got an SL plus 2.
Mm-hmm. So that is... You win by 3.
So,
It'll be 8
damage.
damage, yeah. Which will kill him. And as it turns around stunned, hearing your battle cry, and you just punch it in the face with your shield, and it goes down. Just like it's dead. So.
Alright.
So, you guys just keep murdering these dudes. Gert, it's your turn. The only 2 left are the pointy-headed dude and the, wolf dude who is bleeding out.
Oh, I guess we're going for the pointy-headed fellow. I will
Alright.
charge him. Is he within range?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Let's see, make sure I'm clicking on the right one. Pointy head is this one. I gotta make sure clicking on the right mutant.
Oof.
So that's 12 damage. Let me see what his mutation does. Can't remember off the top of my head. That is not a head hit, so it does not help him. So that puts him at 0. Go ahead and roll a crit on his right leg. So / table crit leg. Yep. And then that dude's dead. So Davros, who are you shooting at?
I'm gonna shoot at the one that Vragne's nearest.
That one's dead.
But there's one near him.
The 2 that are left are the pointy-headed guy, who was tending to the dog-headed one, who's on the ground at the moment.
So they're kind of equidistant from Vragne at this point. All right, I'll shoot at the guy helping his friend then.
Okay. If you want to avoid hitting your buddy, I believe it's a -10.
Oh, they're that close at this point?
He's in combat, yeah. Gert is attacking him.
Astounding failure.
He goes flying off into nowhere. You're so worried, you're shaky, it's kind of gross out, it just goes flying off into nowhere. Alright, so combat. We are left with Johan, who's going to wildly swing and attempt to keep himself alive, attacking Gert.
That's not very nice.
So defend yourself, Gert.
I will with my shield.
Remember, if it's on your offhand, it's -20.
Darfros is having some.
I didn't have the -20, but
It's still you critted him with your shield.
yeah, I'm gonna punch him in his little nose. So let's see.
Roll
I
a
think
crit
we're
on his
losing Quinn
head.
here.
What was that?
I think we're losing Quinn. I think we might have lost him.
No,
Nope. He was just leaning back.
I'm just.
Oh, I think I'm just having some trouble seeing his video.
No.
Yeah,
I
this is
don't
a
think
problem
so.
on my end. I'm fine.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
2 crits to this dude. And and then it is next up is oh man, is Dogface guy. He's gonna get up and he's gonna attempt to attack you, Gert, and he's gonna get a +20 because you're now outnumbered.
Okay. So, I still have advantage, and I got advantage for critting him, don't I?
Yes, you caused the wound, and you won a test, so that's actually 2 advantage.
I'm at 6 advantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll that shield again. -20.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. You're gonna have to fuck up hard to lose this one. So you're at 7 advantage.
Okay.
Just holding your own like a boss.
Gert's a
Well,
machine.
I have the best teammates around me.
He's
Doing real
gonna
good.
attempt to kill pointy-headed dude. Pointy-headed dude will attempt to defend. And that will kill pointy-headed dude. Which means it's Ragni's turn. Go ahead and end this, Ragni.
All right, I'm going to use my dagger to finish off Dogface. Do I have to roll?
Yes.
All right. How many advantages do I have now?
If you're charging in, you get another one.
All right, they'll pay up to 3 advantage. And he's prone. Does that give me any
No,
help?
he stood up.
Oh, he stood up. Okay. So I've just got 3 advantage. That's it.
Just 3 advantage. Just +30.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. Attack with modifier +30. Got a +1.
Yeah, you kill him. He's dead. I'm
Alright.
just gonna say he's dead.
Are any of the regular humans here still alive that they were like doing on and stuff?
Nope. No, nobody you can see right now is still alive.
Who's the screaming then? Oh, the screaming was the dog face guy who was screaming. Okay.
Mhm.
We came here to rescue somebody and they were all already dead. Laya have mercy upon them and may their ancestor gods watch over them.
He's just not all lost.
Oh, everybody make a +0 endurance test real quickly.
No advantage, right?
No advantage. This is just a straight up +0 and get rid of advantage for E-Swing.
Did you say endurance?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll that failure.
Oh,
Is
you
that a
don't actually.
skill?
You right now you don't have to roll it. The other
I don't?
3 do. No, Quinn does not have to roll it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, impressive.
So I'm gonna re-roll that endurance test. Let's see. Nope, no dice.
Okay, so you take 1 corruption point.
Oh, I'm up to 1 corruption. Fortunate.
Okay.
Yes, from the close contact with all these chaos creatures cannot be healthy for the soul or the
Nope.
body.
No, but cleansing from this planet is. I suggest we get back. Since there's no one to save here, grab those horses.
Have you
and try
looked
to get
inside
out
the
of here.
coach?
Let's look inside the coach and see who's there. And I hate to suggest something so morbid, but that crossbow and anything else valuable we find isn't going to be of use to them anymore. Grungi's weapons are for the living to use.
You're talking about out of character. You're talking about the mutants, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll say, of course you can loot them, but be careful. You probably bear their taint.
Hmm. That may well be true.
Are you
Let's
willing to
take a
take
look
that
at that
risk?
wagon
Let's take a look at the wagon, yeah.
and grab those horses after. They're still around, correct?
Um. Yeah, you'll be able to get your horses. And also these horses here are in decent shape too. Um, once you, one of the the other coachman, is still laying nearby. He's got mail armor on and he's got a blunderbuss next to his body. Um, if you look over, what was that?
May his ancestors watch over him.
As you look over the rest of the bodies, the rest of the humans don't really have anything of worth on them.
Looks like the humans don't have anything of worth on them. It was probably all taken by these gores.
So
However, I am gonna grab that blunderbuss. Is there a bag of shot with it?
Yeah, he's got we'll say 4 shot,
I'll
and
hold
it's
on to it
already
for now.
loaded.
If we run into more beastmen, I'm gonna shoot at him with this. Maybe it'll scare him off.
is it kind of known like we shouldn't be touching stuff because we might get infected or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. So folklore is that you don't touch mutants or chaos if you can avoid it.
Right, but there's stuff like you're grabbing this, but it's from the coachman,
Yeah, it's from the coachman.
so you feel like it's okay. This stuff, okay.
Well, he's not a beastman, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure there's got to be more of these beastmen nearby. So it might be worth taking a look in the forest and warning everyone else. Do we know where the horses went? Gert, did you see where they went?
I think, yes, I did. I think we're able to, if I remember correctly out of character, we were able to rally them, right?
Yeah, you'll be able to grab the 2 horses that fled off.
Do you think, though, I'm going to...
We should burn these beastmen bodies, or at the very least make sure that. Well, were there horses with this coach?
Yeah, there's 2 horses attached to this coach.
Are they alive? Well,
I suggest maybe we load the dead. Well, the righteous ones.
the righteous ones. Load the righteous ones into the back and burn the others.
Aye, but let's be quick about it.
Are you guys going to search the mutant
start doing
bodies?
it. Nope, I'm not touching them.
The mutant leader did seem to have a crossbow.
I'll search them.
You'll search
him.
Yep.
Okay, make
And
a
we should,
plus
we
0
should take a
endurance
look.
test.
Okay.
I think we should also take a look to see if there's any mutants or regular people. Is it all just in like a clearing here?
Yeah. So
We don't see any trails of blood
You-
of like mutants who might have escaped.
so you can
Marginal failure.
So you have 2 options, Quinn. One is you can re-roll entirely. The other, which I would recommend, is to bump it up to a pass using a fortune.
Great, I'll do that.
Yeah. It'll bump it up to I'll bump it up to plus 0. So you do not take any corruption. As you guys, so what you do find on this person's body, or this mutant's body, is you find 2 gold, 3 shillings, and 13 pennies. You find a ring. You find a silver locket, and when you open up
Okay,
the
well,
locket,
you're gonna slow down, Silas.
okay.
Okay. 2 gold.
3 shillings, 13 pennies.
While this is happening, I'm going to use my
Okay.
track test to look around to see if there's like anybody who escaped while bleeding, or if there's like a sign.
Make a
of
plus
more-
20 perception test.
I have track. Should I use track or perception?
Perception.
Alright. I just want to see if we're about to be attacked by other stuff here.
Yeah, perception. You also find a ring in a silver locket.
How do I add that?
Let me see. I'm going to give you jewelry. I'll drop that onto your character sheet.
Plus
Okay.
7.
We'll get to you in a second. Let me trappings. Jewelry. So in your trappings, you'll see where it says it should say jewelry. It did not drop. There we
I don't
go.
see it.
Yep, it's there now. It is under clothing and
Oh, I see
accessories, and I'm just going to edit it. So it says to add in a ring and silver locket. And when you look
Great.
into this locket, you open it up. You notice that there is a miniature painting, and it looks like one of the people who was in the coaches.
In this coach.
Yes, in this coach.
So that means what? This was all stolen from them?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. They must have looted the bodies.
And there was a crossbow.
There is a crossbow.
And is there bolts?
There are bolts.
And with my skill with ranged bow, does that apply to crossbows?
No.
Okay, I'm going to take it anyways.
You can still try and use it. It's just based off of your flat ballistic skill.
Okay.
Bragny, which you notice is you off to the side, almost as if they were running away. You see another body underneath a bush.
Oh, I'm going to rush over to him. Is he alive? He or her?
There's 2 crossbow bolts in the back, and as you flip the body over,
Nice. Blessings.
just to double check, you're taken aback because it looks just like Davros.
Hey, Davros. You got any siblings?
Maybe.
I think I found your twin. Hey, come take a look at this.
I don't have a twin.
I think you might.
Okay.
Asa Wing strides over and looks at the body and looks at Davros and looks at the body. Are you sure?
So
you don't?
I'll figure out this crossbow in a minute then. I wander over, look down.
Mm-hmm. It looks just like you.
Well, that's disturbing.
Well, they say everybody's got a doppelganger somewhere.
What you see sticking out of one of the, let me do this real quick. Default. What you see sticking, as you look over the body, you see a letter, sticking out of the pocket. Little bit of blood on it. Instead of it saying Herr Liebrung, it's going to say Frau Liebrung. But is in the journal you should have access to a new journal that says inheritance in EITS.
I will read it to Davros.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Herr
Frau.
Liebrung, Frau Liebrung, etc., etc., and I dictated out to Davros.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to go ahead and read the whole letter? Because
Yeah, sorry, it's kind of hard to read.
yeah, it's I'll read it. I've got a clearer version on the PDF. It says, it starts off, Messrs. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, civil lawyers, commissioners for oath, etc. Gartenweg, Bogenhofen. Dear Frau Liebrung, after many lengthy researches, we have come to believe that you are the only living relative of one Baronet Liebrung, late of the town of Ubersreich. This being the case, and any other heretofore unknown pertinent factors notwithstanding, I am herewith charged to inform you that you are the sole beneficiary of the late baronet's last will and testament, hereinafter referred to as the party of the first part, as well as to the entail of his title and all lands and estates attached thereunto. I, the undersigned, acting in my capacity as legal executor of the aforementioned document of the party of the first part, do therefore urge you to make your way with all convenient speed to my offices at the address subscribed to this letter. Thereupon, and upon your production of a signed and twofold witness affidavit confirming your identity as Castel Lebrung, we shall be pleased to place into your hands the title deeds to Lebrung Manor, all attached lands and estates, and the bequeathed sum of 20,000 gold crowns imperial.
20,000 gold crowns.
I remember your most humble and respectful servant, Dietrich Barl, KC LLB Alt, signed this 10th day of Nock Hexen, the 2512th year of the Empire.
I am fabulously wealthy.
Well, we gotta get some kind of document proving that you're this person with 2 affidavit signatures.
Right.
Or else, I think, that's a lot of money.
This person probably has that, though. Let's search this person.
Okay, yeah. Does this person have that? 20,000 crowns.
Indeed, they do. If you look,
Davros,
there
we gotta get to
is.
Brokenhaven.
If you open up, there's another note that should be available to everybody.
I see. I'll read this note out to Davros, but I can't. This one's kind of.
Yes.
Undersigned, do solemnly swear and affirm that the bearer of this document is Castel Alionisis Librung, Ingrid Zickerman, priest of Sigmar Nuln, witnessed by, and then there's just so-and-so worshipful company of advocates Nuln, Oscar Helmet,
and Oscar Helmet, Guildmaster, and Ingrid Zickerman are your witnesses. And it was witnessed by Julius Schuvengrad from the Worshipful Company of Advocates in Null.
So
with these 2 documents,
Castor Aloysius Zebrung?
Castel.
Castel.
So it's because the documents are for assuming it's a male human. You tend towards female, so it's Castel. Out of character,
so
that's what it is.
With these documents, Davros can claim an inheritance of 20,000 gold crowns in the city of Bogenhaven.
Yeah.
I push these into Davros' hands. You need to take very good care of these.
Yes.
How I could buy a castle or something with 20,000 gold crowns, right?
According to this, you might have a castle. So what I think is going on here is this person is from Ubersreich, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who your parents are. It's possible that these were your parents or grandparents and they passed away, and this person who died here was some relative of yours, which is why you look so similar. And you probably are the actual heir to this.
Or at the very least, you could pretend to be.
Right. I think you should pretend to be the actual heir, because there's no way we're going to be able to prove that Davros is the heir.
But Castel Lebrung...
Castel is the heir. Castel's the heir, and you look just like Castel. And you probably are the rightful heir in some sense, but there's no way to prove it.
How is Castel dressed?
Castel is dressed in let's see. Castel is dressed in like artisan's clothes. Just it's generically looks like a town dweller. Nothing that really stands out.
All right.
Brilliant.
Well, unfortunately, I think we should try to get to Bogenhaven. This is a big opportunity.
We should be careful with what we're meddling with.
I think there's a good chance that that Davros here actually is the last living relative since Castell has died.
Well, let's go to Boaghaven and
Well,
get my birthright.
we've got some more immediate issues to deal with these corpses and burning these beastmen. But hold on to those documents and do not let them out of your sight or show them to anyone.
Absolutely.
So about this time, you hear coming from the north in the direction of Altdorf, the sound of hooves.
Ooh, it could be some people coming by. Let's go hail them.
I'd be a
And,
bit careful.
and as they round the corner, you are met with 5 humans on horseback. The person on the lead horse, dark skin, sitting better dressed than the rest, comes up to you and says, and they look at you guys, being as ratty as you generally are, having just got out of combat, and they look at the bodies, they look back at you, and they've
Praise Valaya. Thank goodness
all
somebody's
got
here.
crossbows trained on you.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
What are you doing here? What happened here?
We're
We
taking
came
a
upon this situation where these people were being attacked by mutants. We confronted them and we were able to dispatch them, but unfortunately none of the people here could be saved.
beastmen.
Be careful, there's corruption about.
Beastmen, Davros. They're
Beastmen, whatever.
They're mutants.
We heard.
You guys wouldn't know what. Well, the humans wouldn't know what mutants are. You would be less familiar with them as a dwarf.
Right. And it was a horrible scene. But we did defeat the mutants. Our coach is just around the bend over there, and one of them attacked us. One of the mutants attacked us and caused our horses to bolt, which is why we came here to investigate.
The man up front, he turns to one of his men, and she rides off around the corner to check on the coach on the other side.
I think best we just wait until this situation is resolved, because I think these Ungi are very suspicious of us. I say to Aesowing.
Suspicious of us. She laughs. She's probably suspicious of Davros. After a few moments, the other coach, the other road warden, comes around the corner. She says, "Seems to check out. Them back there don't know nothing about these mutants or what was happening up here."
It's just like I told you, sir.
Tell them, get them the horses. You found the horses already. I can see. Bring the horses back around to your coach. We'll bring them around to your coach, and we'll sort this out in just a moment.
I'm sure you burn these bodies, though.
He looks down at and he sees the one with the dog head. He goes, "Yeah, probably for the best." He looks at y'all and says, "Y'all already been touching them. Round them up."
Oh, why we got to round them up?
Because you are the ones that have been touching them.
All
I
right.
touch them.
Reach down, start dragging them off.
So you...
I'm gonna try to move them around with sticks. I don't want to touch them any more than I have to. We don't have to put them up nicely. We just got to get them into a pile so they can burn.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the road, after a few minutes, about 10 minutes, the other coach comes around the bend. The lead road warden, he steps off of his horse. He makes his way over to the young lady and confers with her briefly, nods for a second, and comes back over. Says, "Well, this noble lady here seems to agree with the story, at least up until finding the mutants and these here. So it seems
We dispatched those mutants, sir.
Well, they said nothing about mutants, and I'm guessing that you didn't bring mutants along with you. So,
No, sir.
all right, we'll get that coach up and running. We'll have one of these coachmen here drive it, round up the bodies. Well, not the mutants. We'll round up
Pile of you.
pile everybody else up into the first coach. You can ride along in that one, I suppose. Probably more room there. Throw the
I
bodies
might
up
ride
top.
on the roof.
We'll,
Instead of
we'll throw the bodies up top.
I'll be glad to ride inside for once.
All right. We're gonna take you up to the next coaching inn, and then from there we'll get statements, and you can be along your way. And they just start grabbing the bodies and, piling them up. They get to Castell's body. They look down. They look at Davros. Said, "This is your twin? Bad luck, mate." Start tossing in with the rest of them. It's the rest of the journey is quiet. You make your way to the the next inn, the last stop before Altdorf, the Seven Spokes Inn. And on your way back there, you do pass a contingent of soldiers heading south towards Uberschreik.
What uniforms do they wear?
Altdorf.
I'll let them know. Are they like just hanging out in the inn?
Yep. Yeah. You guys. Your statements taken. The Cult of Moor. There's a few wandering priests of Moor there that will take care of their the corpses. None of you got hurt, I don't think.
No, I didn't get hurt. You guys all right?
I
fine.
am physically fine.
That was well shot, Davros.
Yeah, I wish I had more arrows I could practice. But soon I'll be able to have people shoot arrows for.
Best to keep this under wraps until we have everything sorted, though.
Of course, of course.
What do you think I am? Some kind of...
You've never left Ubersreich before. A few weeks ago. I just want to make. I've traveled far and wide, and want to make sure we get there in one piece. Where's Bogenhaven?
It is actually towards the south. Altdorf is definitely probably going to be much closer. From
All right, team time.
But what is the point of going to Altdorf at this point?
Well, we're gonna have
Realistically, we should just turn around and head straight for this situation.
It'll probably be
we need to
easier.
hire a coach.
Yeah, it'll probably be easier for you to get to Bogenhofen from Altdorf at this point.
You need
Because
to
you're
hire
going
a
to
coach
go
or a ferry
north to
anyway.
Altdorf, and then you can get a coach or a ferry and then go down the River Reich through a canal to the River Bogen and get to Bogenhofen.
Our current coach is taking us to Altdorf. Once we're in Altdorf, we hire a coach. But we can't. We're at some random inn. We can't hire a coach from here to Bogenhofen.
All right.
And Altdorf's the capital. We'll
We're
be able to
definitely
find
not
whatever we
taking
need.
the racist job, right?
Oh no! God, we got. That's compared to this. That's nothing. We forget what job. What? I don't care about that.
Why
got-
is
we
this
got-
calculator massive?
We got big possibilities here, Davros.
Big possibilities.
Oh yeah.
Huge possibilities. Bigly huge possibilities.
Compared to 8 shillings a day, that's chump change. This is
20,000 gold crowns.
and
Possibly an
an
estate. Oh,
Sounds too good to be true.
yes, we really lucked out, didn't we?
I certainly did.
So
Davros,
we're gonna.
you'll remember your friends once we help you, get all of this sorted, right?
I'll remember all those who were respectful to me in my moments of grief.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ace Wing.
So we're
Or sorry,
gonna-
Gert. I mean Gert.
yeah.
Is the one.
So
So team meeting. I say we go to Altdorf, hire a barge or a coach, and get to Bogenhaven. I think that's
Depending on what the cost is. I mean,
Yeah, whatever is going to be the
still on a
cheapest and
budget.
fast.
We're
Yeah,
still on a budget.
we don't
Um,
have the money yet.
I definitely probably want to upgrade my wardrobe between here and there.
Yeah, and
if I
Altdorf
can.
will be able to buy something that makes you look like a townsfolk of some means. We got
I
to
at least want to look like the person of a class that this person was.
Yeah.
okay. So I think we're at a pretty good stopping point. Pretty much right where I want it to be. Everybody can get 120 experience.
Awesome.
And that's going to include Acing. I don't like giving people who miss sessions because work and stuff. I don't like shorting them on experience. So
Yeah.
100 and what?
20.
Okay.
So main. So that would put them at, so 540. If you went straight random, I think you should be at 540 right now. Total.
I have 590.
Yeah, I have 590.
Okay, so I think no, because Ben had to rearrange some of his stats if I remember correctly. So
Yeah, because mine were all random,
yeah.
so it should be 590. I think.
Okay. So 590 for you two. Ben's a little bit behind. Ragni's a little bit behind. I think we'll go ahead and end it there.
Okay.
We will catch up next time with you guys winding up in Altdorf. Guys, because nobody got hurt, nobody really needed to call upon the services of the doctor who had a great name if you understand British English, Anita Plaster. So, which I did not get that joke. So, her brother's the road warden that just picked you up. His name is Magnus Plaster.
So are we offline right now?
We are not offline. We are going to be gone in just a second. Thank you everybody who showed up. We have at least one new follower who followed the channel. Thank you. I'm glad everybody stuck around. We will be back, I'm thinking, the week after New Year's Eve. It'll be that week or the week after. We'll talk that out. Because of holidays and stuff, 2 weeks from now, people have stuff going on. Then it's Christmas. Then it's New Year's. So we'll be back in January at some point. Keep an eye out on the HLG Twitter and the Ratcatchers Guild, and because you can always just ask me. My name on there is Shrafnagood314. Just hit me up and I'll answer. I'm almost always on because my job is slow this time of year. But we'll see you guys sometime in January.